How you doing, good people? It's Brother L back in the building. Back in the building. Alright. I'm just setting up my screens right now. I'm doing something different today. When I mean different, I'm doing something a little different than what I did earlier today. I did a live earlier today. So today we'll be working with the external slide. Now, the external slide is a lot different than what we're used to on a normal basis. So we're going to go through the instructions. You see what this looks like? Yeah, I'm new to it. If you want to see really what it looks like this big machine. It has a slide. It goes back and forth. It looks crazy, crazy, crazy. But I always say I'm going to bring my live to you. So now my live's to you. So now we're going to go through this piece by piece. All right. Install the connecting slide extension. View the installation setup. View installation guidelines. View blah blah blah. Cloud services functionality. Login. I already know all that stuff, which is already set up. Boom. This is right here. Place a material in your processing area as the simple material. Click refresh to shoot processing area. Ooh, let's see. For the start, it's gonna obviously look at it. It's gonna say, "Hey, we need to put it there." We're gonna put it there. This is all something different. So then we're gonna press this. It says move or resize the boundary box to include the sample material, including it. Then press confirm. So now it's saying all this stuff. Let's see what we can do about this stuff. You know what? I'm going to change up the plate again. I'm going to change it to regular sliding plate. Because at least I know what I'm working with right here. Boom. I did this earlier today, and since I did it earlier today, I know for a fact at least it works. Move this up a little bit. I know at least it works. And since I know it works, I want to make sure it works for you. So now it says tighten up the screw, push it all to the side. Everything in order to level this thing. I'm going to take this material off here too. In order for you to level it, which I already leveled it, but I'm going to re-level it just to show you how technically you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to put it on there. You're supposed to screw in the bottom plate, which do it very lightly. Just follow, literally, you get on here. I'm going to show you again. I'm starting off right here. I'm going to use slide extension. Once I hit use slide extension, a little box is going to pop up. Okay, let's make sure we're going to obviously use basswood. That's going to be for our material once we actually get started. Once we hit use apply material, we go all to the modes that it goes. You know what? We're going to start completely over because for some reason it didn't pop up, and I don't like that it didn't pop up. Since I didn't like it popped up, I'm going to start all over again. Let's do it again. Come on, let's do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh yes. XTOOL, you can't miss this. Boom. So I'm gonna automatically start to, you know what? Eevee. Let's go to Eevee, right? Let's go straight up, grab the Eevee out. That's what we gonna do. Haha. It's kind of crazy that that opened up. That should not be open. Oh, I have one person on. How you doing, June June? June June, New York. Sounds like my peoples. What's up? Today is just about education. So we're going to be using the XTOOL F2 slide today. being that we're going to do that, this is the first time I'm using it, so technically you could say this is the unveiling. So if you follow with me, you'll be able to probably learn something if you have this kind of tool. If you don't have this, then you don't learn nothing, but at least you might be interested in doing pop-up shops and stuff like that. You see how I extended this? So what I'm looking at right now is this extending bar that goes from here to there. That's what that is. Now all you have to do is go to the top where it says guidelines you have to follow to do the extending. Boom. See what I did there? So all you do is for aligning, all you're doing is following the calibration guide. Read this stuff. Basically it's saying put this bar on, screw that screw in slightly. Boom, I already did that. Then you tighten the screw once you have it on the bar. You know, let me see. Boom. Once you know that's that, like that, make sure. There you go. Once you leveled in, oh, Jose Garcia, what's up? What's up? Appreciate you for showing up. This is the tutorial about how to use your XTOOL F-Tool engraving machine. Alright, so now it says tighten screw on the left and right, but not tighten them fully. You know why they say tighten them fully? Because once we level this off, we got to make sure it's leveled in the middle, which I already did. I'm just going through it again to show the guide that I just finished doing. See? You see that light? That's where you know it's leveled. I know for a fact it's leveled because I'm looking at it on the line. Oh yeah, can't get any better than that. What's up, Bridget? Bridget Petty? What's going on? I appreciate you for showing up. Feel free to subscribe. This is just a tutorial how to use your XTOOL F2. Basically, what we're doing here is we're pretty much going over how to use the extension slide. So even though your X2 F2 is small, you can get a lot more inches out of it by using the extension slide. So let's go to this. Boom. There you go. See where it stopped at? That's so I can screw the other side in, which I already did. So since I already did, I don't have to worry about redoing that again, obviously. Let's do this. And now that I know for a fact it's leveled, I can do this right here. So I can take the pictures out of the spot. It's going to take a picture of this whole thing so I can see it inside my guide. I'm that bad. What's up? What's up? You a loyal fam. I'm that bad. I appreciate you for showing up. Now right now what it's doing is taking pictures of this whole board. I didn't put the material on yet, but I will be putting the material on soon. But it's going to change the whole picture of the outlet. Boom. You see how it gives me all my inches? Give me the inches. So now I'm going to put this on. You know what? I'm going to do one better. I'm only going to make one car side by side. So watch this. This is something that I couldn't do earlier because of my lack of power that I had to it. So let me see. I'm going to make sure this is leveled off. Boom. I'm going to move this down. Oops, not on top of there. Got to be able to move freely. So now that I did that, right, watch this. I'm going to take another picture of everything. The reason why I'm taking another picture because I want to know where I'm placing everything. And to make sure it moves freely. So this extension makes it so I can do two pieces at once. Oh, see, it was not supposed to do that. Why did it do that? I have no clue. Let's try that again. Why did it do that? Alright. You know what? I didn't like that I did that. I want to frame this out. Where did it go to? Let's try this again. We're going to try to frame it out once again, but before we do that, I see what I need right there. Anyway, all I need is this piece right here and this piece right here to put on what I need to put it on. Let's close this up. So all I have to do is this. Oh, see how that messed up? What I'm doing is going back to make sure. Oh, Mystic Brooks, what's up? What's up? Is anybody have an XTOOL F2? This is the extension slide. This is my first time, well, second time using it today. It's my first time using it ever, but my second time using it today. So I'm learning like you're learning. I already calibrated everything. Now I just want to be able to make what I need to make and move on the way I need to move on. Boom. Boom. You see how I'm doing this? I'm literally just putting it on the plate. I'm going to do another picture calibration just to make sure that everything's on there the way I need. But I'm trying to use maximum amount of space. Right now I'm making a Eevee, a Pikachu Eevee. You know what? I'm going to try to use space up here, closer to the fan. The reason why I'm trying to utilize the space, because the more space we utilize, the more money we save. That's how I really look at it. So I might be able to use those other ends to do some other things. Ooh, wait a minute. See, when you separate it, you got to go back. We're doing this on the thing. What's up, Matt? Appreciate you for showing up. This is my every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. And there's nothing but trying to learn some stuff, to do some stuff, to make some other stuff happen. I always say it like that. It sounds a little confusing, but it's not. It's really not. I always try to better people's lives. Whether it be through learning some stuff or doing some stuff. I specifically like to do some stuff. So we're going to make, this is a front and side Eevee. I got to make 4 of them, so this is nothing for me to make another one right now. That's where we're at right now. So we're going to click this. We have our settings set up over here, as you see. Being that we have our settings set up, I'm going to do another camera picture setup, because I didn't like that it jumped earlier. I really did not. So we're going to try to see if we can fix that. Boom. Now what it's doing is taking a picture of the screen, of everything the way it's supposed to. Perfect. That's how it's supposed to sound. I think it hit the side of the thing. That's why I ended up doing that way it did it. But at least I know that that was the problem. I could deal with problems if I know how to deal with, if I have them. So perimeter, blah 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 blah. We got that done. Now all we have to do is set it up for framing. Now it usually takes 7 minutes in total to do. 2 minutes for the first one and 5 minutes 36 seconds for the second one. What's up, D Nice? Appreciate the roses. Appreciate you. Oh, and I got some likes. I like when they like me. They like me. They really like me. Well, they don't. I'm okay with that. Everything's an okay process. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to click this for processing. How long does it say we're going to take? Usually they say it takes longer to process it this way. But we're going to find out. I already pulled that down. They're asking for the what's the name. Obviously it can't go all the way down because it has a slide. Now see that's down. What I'm doing personally is getting my glasses. I have safety goggles. So I know for a fact that this thing is not all the way down, so if I look into that light, it can damage my eyes. I wear glasses already. I'm not trying to wear glasses for the rest of my life. I'm eating carrots. So I'll have my safety goggles. Now that I have my safety goggles, I'm going to press the button. Let's see what happens. Woo! Look at that bad boy go! See, I'm looking over there into the light, but my eyes are protected. It's never good to look into the light, by the way. It didn't tell us how long this is going to take for processing, but at least I know it is running at normal speed. Normally it takes 7 minutes for both pieces because it actually engraves. After it engraves, then it cuts at the ending part. I don't know which part is going to cut first. I don't know which part is going to engrave first. All I know is this is the first time I'm doing both sides in this machine, because if I did both sides before, it would actually take too long. I forgot to turn on my air purifier. So you gotta do that too. Woo. They try to mess that up. I forgot to turn the air purifier on. It was still blowing into the tube, but now at least the tube is getting stuff pulled out of it. So no smoke's gonna end up in my living room. Whoop. I see no smoke. Not until they start the burning process anyway. But yeah, this is the importance of going through the checks. You gotta go through the checks, because if you don't go through the checks, you end up getting stressed out or messed up when you actually do try to do something. So for me, I know for a fact I didn't hear that humming sound. I'm like, oh my god, here's a problem. So once I found the problem, I fixed the problem. The problem was, obviously, I didn't do the whistling. I didn't turn the air on. But at least I'm back here with y'all this fast, and that makes me feel better. Let's see if I can punch up some. Well, I would go on my email and show y'all some of the other stuff, but I can't show you that rate as per yet. But I can show you the ending result of what I'm trying to do. Because guess what? I have others. Also others. This one, this is the easy one I made earlier. Like I said, I didn't use the slide to make this one, but I definitely used something for it. So let's turn on the light. Hoo-yah! Ah 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 ah. I'm gonna stop doing that. I just thought it was cool that I had a light over here. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all. This is the ending result of what we're trying to do. We're trying to get Eevee on a wood card. So the first part that we're making right now is the back part. Then the middle part, where the wording and everything else goes, comes later. So we also have, what is this? Baltasaur. This is what we were making too. So eventually I'm going to be able to get all of them on there where I can make them piece by piece. But all I do is set it and keep an eye on it. I ain't going to say set it and forget it, because when you deal with lasers, you got to keep an eye on it. It's like an embroidery machine. And on the back of this, I actually put the Pokemon Ball and Bet On You for one, because you know that is the name that I'll go by. Bet On You. If you don't bet on you, who will? Let's go to another one. Oh, I have Charizard. That Charizard came out fire. That's the first one I did. And again, this is the first time I'm using the slide to do this, so this is one of those momentum moments. Excuse me. I had to sneeze because guess what? Hey Juju, thank you for showing up. I was hoping I was going to get D1 from last week to show up so she could ask some questions. She had an F1. D1 had an F1 question because she has an F1. And our machines are very similar. I believe she had an F1 Ultra. And, you know, I actually helped her with some stuff. She could have also asked me about anything and I would have been able to help. Then the last one that I have made so far is Mewtwo. Mewtwo. Kind of awesome, right? Kind of awesome. I know. So right now what the machine is doing, the machine's AI said what you need to do first is do all the engraving first. All the word burning and all that. That has to go first no matter what. The reason why it says that is because in order for you to get it correct on there, all you have to do is do the burning, then you cut it out, then it makes it loose. So there's something called a kelp. Whenever you cut something out, that space in between that you cut is called a kelp. That kelp leaves you space to move around. You don't want space moving around when you're using an engraver. So let's just see how this comes out. Again, I know for a fact that right now is 5 minutes 31 seconds. Right now, I know 7 minutes I had it done before. 5 minutes 35 seconds. We should have been done with the first card right now, meaning the one on the right. Now, since it's not the one on the right, I'm confused, but I'm not, because when you're dealing with the slide has more moving parts. Earlier, I had no moving parts. Now I have moving parts. So once you have moving parts, you got to make sure you do the right thing by the moving parts. So I know for a fact together it should take no longer than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And right now we at 6. Let's see how long more it's going to take. And again, this is the first time I'm using it like this. How is my microphone? If anybody can hear me, how's my microphone? Do y'all hear any feedback or any kind of reverb? If you could text it to me, that'd be great. In the chat. Since I am on live. Anybody? Can you hear me? Do you hear me clear if you do hear me? I'm all stuffy because I went outside. I had to go pick up my son from school. And being that I did, for some reason, allergies is kicking my butt. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can say butt. The allergies is allergy season. Anytime after 42 is allergy season. Other than that, nobody's texted me yet. I have a number 1 fan and a number 2 fan. Right now we're over the allotted time that it normally would have took in order for me to do it alone. But you want to hear something really funny? The ending result is way better. I have less chars. So it's taking a little bit slower, but I'm getting less char out of it. Meaning that if you look on, not that card is good. Charizard. So Charizard, the flame around it, that was because of the smoke that was burning. Okay, so you still hear it. Thank you for telling me that, D Nice. I appreciate you. You are a loyal fan to the fan club. If anybody's here, like what they see, please subscribe. I'm trying to be on here every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. If not 6 o'clock, 6:15 at the latest. But these things to me are cool. If I find it cool, I know there's other people that find it cool too. I'll give y'all a closer look on what the laser is actually doing. It is cool. And as per, you know, if anybody have any questions, anybody else have any other engravers, I also have a D1 Pro which I will be using later on to engrave onto G's. That's the next thing I'm going to be doing. Engraving onto G's. Anybody have any questions? Quick questions. Anybody have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? You know what? While we're here, I could show you where I find these things at. They're free to find. And like I said, I do this for education. Since I do it for education, it ain't about no money. It's about the funnies and the honeys. You go to explore. When you go to explore, there's so many people that's already done what you do. I think since it's my account, specifically my account, they already know that I have an F2. And they also know I have a D1 Pro. So I also have a rotary. I know. Don't envy me. My wife let me get it. That's why I love her. I married her because she lets me get toys, big adult toys. And I loved it her, and she loved it me. We love each other. Everything is awesome. I had to look over there because that laser is woo. It's doing its stuff fizzle over here. And believe it or not, since I'm putting it on this tray going back and forth, it's actually looking better than what I did before. Because the ink flows, no oxygen flow. Now it's just air pulling one way and going out another. So when it starts to cut, it's going to be the true evidence if it actually worked better. I'm surprised I didn't let the algorithm take me. You know, I might go on again later on. Nah, I like the way this thing is moving. I'm going to be doing a pizza pie flipper and also a couple of cutting boards. Let's say, I want to look up Disney. Well, not Disney. Let's say cartoon. I'm gonna punch in cartoon. Punch in cartoon. Let's see what comes up. Y'all hear it? It's telling me that I hear stuff talking in the background. First thing that comes up, full color Mickey. Excuse me. So this is a full color Mickey that's gonna be on. Full color Mickey that's going to be on the any kind of steel, any kind of dog tag, any kind of gold chain. And as you see, like these pictures right here, this is somebody else's picture, right? This is somebody's picture box. I can create my own too. Then I can create my own box. You put your stuff in there, use their same format to do yours. So right now what I do, I go here for referencing. Oh, what's up, Nay? Appreciate you for showing up. But yeah, I go here for referencing. As I start to reference, I find something that I like. Once I find something I like, I incorporate some of me inside of it. So right here, as you see, somebody put their face on a dog tag. I can do that all day. Because all I do is take your picture, I go to adjust, I go to convert, and that's it. Right now I'm doing it easy. Let's say I wanted to open up a separate project. Boom. Open up a separate project. It's not messing with my other project. You see me, but yeah, it's not messing with my other project because my other project is still moving. So while I'm doing that, I could be going here, I can go open. I can get ready for the next project. Let's say I want a picture or something, right? We're gonna use, matter of fact, no, let's use Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna use Dragon Ball Z. You're gonna open up Dragon Ball Z. That's just a random picture that I did. We'll go to scale. Whoa. Look at that. So this area emulates the space that I have other than when I have my slide. But I could totally put this on like a long board going across at least 20 inches because of that slide. With the same small machine. So from here, I click this up. Since this is a vector file, what I would do is go to edit. And at edit, you see this top button? Oh, you can't see this button. I'm gonna move this out the way so you can see that button. Oh, get back. What's that? So there is a button right here that's called edit. I mean, it's called adjustment. You click this, and it automatically looks at this and says, what's the best thing we can do to make it engravable? See what it does? You click it, boom. I don't like that the way it engraved like that. Hold on, I gotta look at that. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks right there. But that's the adjustment that it made. Oh, it actually it always actually, if you pick the material, it'll help you make the best decision for it. That's like their AI thing. I forgot all about that because I got these glasses on to protect my eyes so I don't go blind. Reapply auto adjust. Now let's see what auto adjust does. We'll go to edit again. We're going to go to adjust. Let's go to auto adjust. Let's go to invert. Woo! Now that looks fly. So right here, this is where I would have my most fun. So if I wanted it in color, I would have just did it like this, but with the exception, let me see, yeah, with the exception, what I would have done was I would have said, all right, I'm gonna do it that way, but as I'm doing it that way, I want to make sure that once I convert it, it's converted with the grayscale. And let's say I want color and I want to put it on metal. I would take the grayscale off, but I would invert it with the color, and it actually has a color wheel right here where you can actually get at it. You see that this is blue 10, right? It would have made all the colors the most feasible colors for what you're looking to do. Let's go to color and grade, which you can't really do color and grade on the wood. It doesn't work like that, but they do awesome. It just makes it different densities, and it makes it what do you call it? It makes it more. Basically, it makes it more in depth, so you can put your finger in it or thumb in it. And I also got some powder coating if I wanted to put powder coat on it, so I can put my own real colors to it. So like I said, this usually takes longer, but at least it does get the job done. It looks like it gets the job done without no fires, because I haven't seen no smoke yet. Let me see here. Yeah, that card looks 10 times better than the card I made earlier. I don't know why I converted it that way, but you know, it is what's going to be, what it has to be, obviously. Let's go back to there. See, it's not even down for the cut lines yet. Right now, the only thing it's doing right this second is doing the print out for everything, which is cool that it does it. You know, it has to do the engraving part first. Then once the engraving part stops, like you're finished with the engraving, that's when it gets to the whole, you know, start cutting it out. That's when you might see a little smoke. Smoky. I can't breathe anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm surprised that this is not bigger. I have more people in my 3 o'clock than I have in this one. Oh, what am I making? I am making another Eevee. So I have 2 Eevee down. I'm making another Eevee. I'm making a 3rd Eevee. By the time the night ends, I'm gonna be making 4 of these. Matter of fact, I might make 5 of these, because I have a flea market that's coming up May 2nd. It's gonna be on Morris Avenue, 250 East 164th Street in the Bronx. That's how we do it. Ah, I see you like one. I see you like it. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm making that, and I'm making it on my extension slide. So I'm making it all in one. So it would have taken me shorter to do it piece by piece, but I'm doing it all on one thing because this is my 2nd time using this slide, and I finally figured out the proper use for it. You're not going to see this time, but I will be recording later. I will be making a what do you call it, a pizza flipper. I'm going to be engraving on the side of that, and I'm also doing some cutting boards. If you look, the screen looks a little different because I have all this in the middle of this. This is the extending bar, so it turns my little area where I'm only being able to get a card and a half to now I can get both cards engraved at the same time and cut at the same time. It takes a little more time, but it does do the job, and it does the job to the best of its ability. And what I mean by that, like right now, This card right here is clearer than the two I did earlier. So this was the ultimate test. If it takes more time, will it be better? Particularly, this taking me more time, and I already see as better than the other two cards. So more likely, I'll be wrapping this one up inside resin before the flea market. I'm trying to get some kind of collaboration with the school. Oh, thank you for saying it's dope. I appreciate you. Oh, I didn't even show you the rundown of what I have. Since you're asking, I have a Mewtwo made of full wood. I also have a Charizard made of full wood. I also have a Bulbasaur. Yep, Bulbasaur made of full wood. All these will be eventually converted to something different and made to be, what do you call it? It's gonna be made to have a what do you call that thing? It's gonna be made to have resin. I'm gonna have a resin encasing later. I can't see everything that's going on over here, but oh, this thing moves. Well, I got 5,000 likes. That is so awesome. Everything is awesome. Well, I got coins too. Cool. I appreciate everybody with the helps and the likes. It costs nothing to press the button. Believe me. Bulbasaur, not Bulbasaur. Yeah, I don't know the difference. I'm sorry. I just make the stuff. I make the stuff to make the stuff happen. We move this back up here. So if you have any questions though, I can also answer any questions that you would like. Based on that. And to go back to something I did in an earlier day, an earlier one, I made this guy color. Oh yeah, color. And also, oh yeah, I forgot. I did the God of War. Booyah! Look at the graphics on that bad boy. I was just talking about that earlier. See the graphics on there? So I could take a picture of you, invert it like this, and you won't have the same abs, but you would have the same detail. Yeah, I had to make a jokey joke sometimes. Because I know it's taking so much time. But it's almost over. It's almost over! This is Sparta! Not really. But, at least we know what we're doing. Let's look at what we're looking at over here. I wonder, I'm going to show you something. It says right now we're 23 minutes in. We're only at that tip. You want to hear something funny? There is another setting that I can put where it shows you what was happening while it's happening. I don't know how to put it on here, but I know there is it, and I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to act like I do it and mess this one up, because I already started it, and I'm not doing it again. That's what's happening. I will play this. Oh, okay, what's this? Cold air. How do you Oh, that sounds cool. I appreciate you. This is cool. Alright. I didn't know if that was some new slang. You know, all these kids be making these slangs up. Like cool ass F. You know, hey, like what? I ain't gonna knock nobody's slang, because we had weird slang too when we were kids. When I say weird slang, I mean just weird, different kind of slang. Something like this. Yeah, boy. We'll definitely chop it up. Anybody can chop it up with me if you get a chance to just let me know what you're looking to do or what you're looking to have. Like for me, my goal is to help people learn, help people do some things. Like right now, if you see right now I'm wearing my protective glasses because with the slide, it doesn't go all the way down, so the the rays can actually mess with your eyes. But I can tell you right now, me doing it with the slide, oh, it's coming out amazing. I might do the rest like this. It might take me a little bit more time to do it this way, but I know for a fact that it's like the detail on it is amazing. Like if you can see what I'm seeing, like I would love for y'all to be inside there. I'm not gonna put it dangerous for you, but the detail is so freaking perfect. It's freaking amazing. I know sometimes I do that too, or I do auto text. When I do auto text, they get at me, son. Auto text me, they would have had me say some craziness. I would be like, what did I say? I'm not sure I said it, but what did I say? Because that's how it goes down sometimes. It goes down in the deal. So right now, we're hitting my benchmark. My benchmark is usually 45. I tried to get a less amount of time on making stuff so I can have more time conversating with people. It looks like nobody has an engraver on here. So since you don't have an engraver on here, there's no learning process. You're just looking at some cool stuff. But let me know if you're willing to wait another 5 to 10 minutes to see it to the ending process. Can I get a show of hands or a show of fire or yes? If not, I'll cut it short, and next Wednesday I'll show you the ending result, and I'll show you the difference between me doing it fast and me doing it, I guess, right. The slow way, right. Can I get some hands up? If I get no hands, I'm just going to shut her down. I would appreciate some hands up. If you don't notice, with the glasses you can't see my eyes. I'm looking at the screen right here, so I have a double screen when I'm doing this. I have the double screen so I can make sure I see everybody. Oh, do I have? Oh, she wants to see it. I got a fan that wants to see it. All right. All it takes is one person can change the world. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But this is the right one. Like I said, this is the right way of doing it because I know for a fact when anything that's done slow is done correct. Anything done fast, not done incorrect, but it misses details or you got a rushed result. Right now, this slow result is making me very, very happy. I would rather take the extra time. So right now, it's taking like quadruple the time. But if you see what I see, it looks amazing. To me, yeah, it looks freaking amazing. I'm loving the way it's coming out. Oh, I keep on hearing like an audio from somewhere, like somebody talking or video, bugging me out. It better not be my camera's talking. My camera's talking and they getting shut. They getting shut. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It's getting the fine detailing and wording. If y'all see what I see, it's like, yo, it's crazy. Okay, I'm not closing this page. I only got 87,000 likes. Anybody want to like more? Literally, all you have to do is touch the screen. Touch the screen. There's like devices that you can do to help a brother out. Some people be getting them free likes. I heard somebody the other day had a device and he got 10,000 likes for somebody that they didn't even know. I want some 10,000 likes too. I want some 10,000 likes. Why I can't get a 10,000 likes? I wonder if I can like my own stuff. Got to see my own stuff. That's the question. If I could see my own stuff, I would like my own stuff right now. I'm gonna call this the real TikTok. It's not called TikTok, it's called the real TikTok. This is what they think I'm showing you. They show me. I'd be very happy to be. If I get a little Wi-Fi. I don't see my lights moving. I don't see that. I don't see his lights moving. I don't see his lights moving. Keep on looking in the chat. Anybody, I guess the algorithm is like, screw me. I had 40 people earlier. This is like 13. How is this happening? How is this happening? Oh, we got 370. No, 317 followers, which is dope. I think I had like 275 before. So I'm gaining the following that I want. I just need to get at least 10,000, and that'll make a little difference. I'll make people say hello, 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 hello. How you do? Oh, I almost got 10,000 likes. I need 10,000 followers. If y'all have a chance, if you can subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, that's not really different. That's not good. If I was doing my live on my phone, I could show y'all some videos that I did of some color stuff. I wonder if I can still show it to you. God of War. That's how I did the God of War. Well, I can't even show it to you. If I can show it to you, it will not go super good. It came out super awesome. Everything is super awesome. You know what? I'm adding some else for it. Oh shit, I don't know why I did it. Everything is awesome. Awesome. Look at the detail on it, man. If y'all see what I see, y'all be like, yo, this guy is super awesome. I guess the algorithm is not letting more people in the room. But I'm consistent. That's the part that gets at me. I'm consistent. We're not letting nobody else in my room. That's the story. The video. Oh. Hold on, check that. So if you're on my story, you're gonna see something pop up. It's gonna be like 90%. Pop up. Wait, now. Auto cut is busy. It's busy. Yay. I'm almost at 10,000. So what I need to do is be at 10,000. I have so many pictures, so I am a photographer also. So being that I do photography, you know, it's more. If you don't get paid for it, it's called a hobbyist. You're only a photographer if you get $1 for it. Oh, I got 10,000 likes. Appreciate whoever did that. Appreciate the 10,000 Lizites. Oh, there you go. This is where the cutting begins. So this is where I know it's almost over, because the cutting is the hardest part. And if you see the cutting, the way it is, it's so precise. It's so on point. I ain't never lie sometimes. But this is so much more cleaner than the way I did it before. Because before when I did it, oh my god, the flames was going. Like, we got a little flame here and there, which is expected, I was told. I was told it's very expected when you're doing this kind of stuff. I don't know why it's doing all that. I guess it's not doing the edge of that card. That means I gotta figure that out for later. We gotta figure this out for later. Look at that bad boy. Woo! Y'all see the smoke coming out, man. Listen. Like I said. But it's still, again, it's still a better char. For a fact, it's better than it was. I got other purifiers I can put on inside here, but that came out still awesomely awesome. When I mean awesomely awesome, yeah, it is coming out better than I thought it would. Even though you see flames, doesn't mean it's not bad. But the flames are not on the card; it's literally in the air. So we're almost done. I want to thank Nene for showing up and asking me to go all the way to the end. Woo! It's a little extra smoke, but at least it's getting rid of most of the smoke. It's gonna be a smoke. So now I know for a fact I gotta get another exhaust fan to make sure this doesn't happen again, where it's this open air. The only reason I like this, because again, I have what's name. Hi, appreciate you. You are talented. You gotta be talented in something. Hell, you're on my page. You're talented enough. You are somebody. You're the best you can be. Remember that. Everything is awesome. Woo! That is done. We're finished. We're finished. God bless America. I love America. I'm not making fun. I'm actually just, I love America. America's so cool. Like, you see, you heard that noise that turned off? Once you know that this fan turned off, that means this should be safe to open. And if you look, you lift this up, it's all in pieces. Boop, boop. All this gonna fall apart. Ah. Take this out. Then you take this. This goes up in here. Look at that, look at that, look at that. See, this is what I mean. It goes in pieces. It ends up in here. I can take these glasses off. Woo! And then there was light. Oh, look how clean it is. So the difference between what I did before and what I did just now was, so this is what I did, right? If you look at the difference, and that open base is so clean and clear. This one's not clean. This one's not clean and clear. This one's clean and clear. This is not, because it had the smoke when it cut out the Charizard. I mean the Eevee. But if you look at Eevee here, it had enough air to go around it. So wow, look at that bad boy. Look at that. Look at that. It came out so pretty. I would say pretty. Pretty. It came out so pretty. That was amazing. I want to say today was a very, very successful show. I appreciate everybody that showed up. I'm leaving with 12,000 likes. I'm a very happy person today. I appreciate you all for coming. I want to say y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget, the whole idea of having a weekend is the end of the week that is all yours. Do what you want. Do what you feel. Do what makes you happy. On that note, I want to say everybody else, y'all have a wonderful day and enjoy your show.